Beverly Hills isn't just a place, it's a balance sheet. For decades, the world believed this city was built on fame, red carpets, and movie deals. That story is outdated. Today, the real power in 90210 belongs to women who don't chase attention. They own equity. They control brands, land, intellectual property, and supply chains that move billions of dollars quietly through the global economy. Some started as actresses. Some arrived as immigrants. Some inherited legacies and multiplied them. But all of them turned Beverly Hills into a fortress of female capital. We traced the assets, the companies, and the ownership structures to reveal the richest women in Beverly Hills. And the woman at number 1 doesn't just live in this zip code, she financially defines it. Number 10. Jessica Alba, the mogul who pivoted. We begin our ascent into the stratosphere of wealth with a woman who rewrote the script on celebrity entrepreneurship. For years, Jessica Alba was the face on the movie poster, the Dark Angel, the Fantastic Four superhero, the Hollywood It Girl. But while the world was watching her box office numbers, Alba was looking at the ingredients label on her baby detergent. What she found terrified her and inspired a $100 million idea. Alba launched The Honest Company in 2011, long before clean beauty was a marketing buzzword. She wasn't just slapping her name on a bottle. She was building a consumer packaged goods empire from the ground up, tackling a market dominated by chemical giants like Procter & Gamble. Critics rolled their eyes. They expected a vanity project. Instead, they got a unicorn. At its peak, The Honest Company was valued at nearly $2 billion. When the company went public in 2021, Alba didn't just ring the bell. She cemented her status as one of the few actors to successfully transition into the C-suite of a publicly traded company. While the stock market has fluctuated and the valuation has corrected, Alba's personal fortune remains resilient, estimated around $100 million in 2025. Her wealth isn't just in stock, it's in the brand equity of being the pioneer who proved that safe, non-toxic products could look chic on a Beverly Hills countertop. She lives the lifestyle to match, with a stunning, soulful estate in the canyons of Beverly Hills that she personally renovated. It's not the flashy marble box of a lottery winner. It's the curated, earthy sanctuary of a woman who built her fortune on clean living. Jessica Alba proves that in Beverly Hills, the smartest money doesn't come from pretending to be someone else. It comes from solving a problem no one else saw coming. Number 9. Kathy Hilton, the matriarch of the socialite dynasty. If Beverly Hills had a royal family, Kathy Hilton would be the queen mother. While the world knows her daughters, Paris and Nikki, as the faces that launched the influencer era, it is Kathy who holds the keys to the dynasty's enduring social and financial power. Kathy's wealth, estimated around $350 million, is a masterclass in marriage, real estate, and retail longevity. She married Richard Hilton, the grandson of hotel magnate Conrad Hilton, in 1979. But to dismiss her as just a wife of is to misunderstand how the Hilton machine works. Kathy has been a quiet partner in the family's massive real estate portfolio, which includes high-end brokerage firm Hilton and Highland, the agency responsible for selling some of the most expensive homes in Los Angeles history. Beyond real estate, Kathy has always had her own hustle. From her own collection on QVC to her recent resurgence as the fan favorite on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she knows how to stay relevant. Her hunky-dory attitude masks a sharp understanding of brand management. She lives in a colossal Bel Air and Beverly Hills adjacent estate that is essentially a museum of American wealth. Blue and white porcelain, massive Christmas trees, and a staff that runs the home like a five-star hotel. Kathy Hilton represents the old guard of Beverly Hills wealth. It is money that doesn't need to shout because the last name speaks for itself. She isn't building a startup in a garage. She is maintaining a legacy that has survived generations. In a town of new money and quick exits, Kathy Hilton is the anchor. Proof that true wealth is about longevity, connections, and never ever running out of chilled champagne. Number 8. Candy Spelling, the architect of the mega mansion. To understand the sheer scale of Beverly Hills real estate, you have to talk about Candy Spelling. She is the woman who, alongside her late husband, TV producer Aaron Spelling, essentially invented the modern mega mansion. Aaron Spelling was the king of television, producing hits like Charlie's Angels, Dynasty, and Beverly Hills 90210. But it was Candy who managed the construction of their crowning achievement, the manor. This wasn't just a house. It was a 56,000 square foot palace with 123 rooms, a bowling alley, a flower cutting room, and a room dedicated entirely to gift wrapping. When Aaron passed away in 2006, Candy inherited the bulk of his estate, a fortune that has grown to an estimated $600 million today. She eventually sold the manor to heiress Petra Ecclestone for $85 million in 2011, a deal that set records at the time. But Candy didn't downsize to a condo. She moved to The Century, buying the top 2 floors for $35 million to create a penthouse in the sky that rivals most ground-level estates. She is also a best-selling author, a Broadway producer, and a philanthropist. Candy Spelling's place on this list is crucial because she represents the transition of wealth. She took the fortune generated by the golden age of television and turned it into a diversified portfolio of high-end real estate and investments. She is the ultimate producer's wife who became the producer of her own life. Her wealth is liquid, tangible, and deeply embedded in the history of Los Angeles luxury. When you drive past the massive gates of Holmby Hills and Beverly Hills, you are driving through the world Candy Spelling helped design. Number 7. Anastasia Soar, the immigrant who shaped the American brow. The American dream is alive and well in Beverly Hills, and it looks perfectly arched. Anastasia Soar is the founder of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and her journey from a Romanian immigrant to a billionaire beauty mogul is one of the most incredible stories in modern business. When Anastasia arrived in Los Angeles in 1989, she spoke no English and worked in a salon where she noticed a gap in the market. No one was paying attention to eyebrows. She started applying the golden ratio, a mathematical principle of balance used by Leonardo da Vinci, to her clients' brows. It sounded crazy to her boss, but it made sense to the supermodels. Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, and eventually Oprah Winfrey became clients. In 2000, she launched her first product line. But the real explosion happened with the rise of Instagram. While legacy brands were ignoring social media, Anastasia was sending free dip brow pomade to influencers and the Kardashians. Her brand became the first viral sensation of the digital beauty age. Today, Anastasia Beverly Hills is a global juggernaut, and Anastasia's net worth has been estimated as high as $800 million to $1 billion. She lives in a palatial Beverly Hills estate that reflects her journey, grand, gold-accented, and meticulously designed. She didn't inherit a penny. She built this fortune one tweezer pluck at a time. Anastasia represents the new money of Beverly Hills. Wealth built on niche expertise, viral marketing, and the understanding that if you can make a woman feel beautiful, she will pay any price. She is the queen of arches, and her empire is built on the faces of the world's most famous women. Number 6. Taylor Swift, the music industry sovereign. Most people think of Taylor Swift as a Nashville girl or a New York transplant, but her footprint in Beverly Hills is historic. Taylor Swift isn't just a pop star, she is a real estate preservationist with a portfolio worth over $150 million, and the crown jewel of her collection sits right in the heart of 90210. In 2015, Swift purchased the Samuel Goldwyn estate for $25 million. This isn't just a house, it's a piece of Hollywood DNA. Built by the founder of MGM Studios, it was the location where classic films were greenlit and golden age deals were struck. Most billionaires would have torn it down to build a modern glass box. Taylor did the opposite. She spent years and millions of dollars restoring it to its 1934 glory, eventually earning landmark status for the property. This respect for history is backed by a net worth that has shattered the billion-dollar ceiling, sitting at an estimated $1.1 billion. Her Eras Tour wasn't just a concert run. It was a global economic event that generated GDP-level revenue for the cities she visited. Taylor's presence in Beverly Hills is significant because it represents artist ownership. She owns her masters, she owns her publishing, and she owns the land where Hollywood was invented. She is the only musician on this list who made her billion almost entirely through music and touring, rather than a side-hustle makeup brand. When she stays at the Goldwyn estate, she is the new mogul living in the old mogul's home, a poetic reminder that the music industry has a new boss, and she writes her own checks. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this deep dive into how real wealth actually works, consider dropping a super thanks. It directly supports the research, the records, and the investigations that most channels don't bother doing. Every contribution helps us go deeper and bring you stories others miss. Back to the list. Number 5. Rihanna, the billionaire disruptor. If Taylor Swift is the sovereign of music, Rihanna is the revolutionary of business. With a net worth estimated at $1.4 billion, Rihanna has overtaken nearly every peer in the entertainment industry, and she did it by ignoring every rule in the book. Rihanna moved into the Beverly Hills neighborhood with a splash, purchasing a $13.8 million mansion in the exclusive Beverly Hills post office area, and then, because one wasn't enough, bought the house right next door for $10 million. She created her own private compound, a move that screams power player. Her fortune comes primarily from Fenty Beauty, the cosmetics line she launched with LVMH. Rihanna didn't just sell makeup, she sold inclusivity. By launching with 40 shades of foundation, she exposed the beauty industry's neglect of women of color and created the Fenty effect. The brand hit 9-figure revenue remarkably early. Then came Savage X Fenty, her lingerie line that dismantled the Victoria's Secret monopoly by celebrating diverse bodies. Rihanna's genius is that she leveraged her coolness into capital. She doesn't chase trends. She is the trend. Her Beverly Hills homes, Tudor-style, renovated, and ultra-private, are the sanctuaries where she retreats from managing a global empire. Rihanna represents the modern mogul. She's a mother, a singer, and a CEO who proved that you can build a billion-dollar brand without losing your edge. She lives in Beverly Hills, but she answers to no one. Number 4. Kim Kardashian, the reality star turned private equity titan. Love her or hate her, you cannot deny the math. Kim Kardashian has executed one of the greatest pivots in business history, transforming from a reality TV star and closet organizer into a billionaire with a net worth of $1.7 billion. Kim's relationship with Beverly Hills is foundational. She grew up here, the daughter of a prominent attorney. But the wealth she has today dwarfs the environment she was raised in. While she owns massive property in Hidden Hills in Malibu, her business empire is deeply rooted in the Los Angeles luxury ecosystem. The primary vehicle of her wealth is Skims, the shapewear company she co-founded. It started as a solution to a personal problem, cutting up Spanx to fit her dresses, and exploded into a $4 billion company. Skims isn't just selling underwear, it's selling the Kim aesthetic to the masses. Add to that her skincare line, SKKN, and her private equity firm, SKKY Partners, and you see a woman who is no longer just the talent. She is the investor. Kim's presence on this list is a testament to the power of the personal brand. She monetized her life, her family, and even her scandals, turning attention into assets. She represents the influencer economy fully realized. In Beverly Hills, where image is everything, Kim Kardashian proved that image can be leveraged into equity, liquidity, and a permanent seat at the billionaire's table. Number 3. Elaine Wynn, the Queen of Las Vegas. Now we move from the world of celebrity to the world of hard assets and high stakes. Elaine Wynn is known as the Queen of Las Vegas, but her throne is firmly established in Beverly Hills. As the co-founder of Wynn Resorts, Elaine helped build the Mirage, the Bellagio, and the Wynn, hotels that redefined luxury gaming. But her path to individual billions wasn't smooth. It involved a high-profile divorce from Steve Wynn and a legendary boardroom battle to control her stake in the company. She won. Today, with a net worth of approximately $2 billion, Elaine is a major power broker. She is one of the world's most significant art collectors. Her purchase of Francis Bacon's 3 Studies of Lucian for $142 million made history. Her real estate portfolio is equally staggering. She owns the historic Pascal estate in Beverly Hills, a property that is less a house and more a sovereign territory of privacy and luxury. She has also been a major philanthropist, chairing the board of LACMA, Los Angeles County Museum of Art, and reshaping the cultural landscape of the city. Elaine Wynn represents corporate resilience. She didn't just marry a tycoon, she was the tycoon. She fought for her share, managed her assets, and emerged as an independent billionaire who commands respect in both Wall Street and the art world. In a town full of fleeting fame, Elaine Wynn is the granite foundation. Number 2. Linda Resnick, the agricultural empress. You might not know her face, but you definitely know her products. If you have ever drunk Fiji water, peeled a sumo citrus, poured Palm Wonderful juice, or sent a bouquet of teleflora flowers, you have paid Linda Resnick. Linda, along with her husband Stuart Resnick, owns the Wonderful Company, a $5 billion private conglomerate that dominates American agriculture. They are the pistachio kings of California, holding extensive water rights tied to farmland in California's Central Valley, according to public records and reporting. But they choose to rule this empire from a spectacular Beaux-Arts mansion on Sunset Boulevard in Beverly Hills. This house, often called Sunset House, is one of the most significant estates in the city. It is a French-style masterpiece surrounded by manicured gardens that rival Versailles. Inside, it holds an art collection that would make museums jealous. Linda's net worth, shared with her husband, is estimated around $5 billion to $6 billion, though some estimates place the value of their private holdings even higher. Linda is the marketing genius of the pair. She is the one who convinced America that pomegranate juice was a health elixir and that water from Fiji was a status symbol. She is also a major philanthropist in the arts, with the Resnick Pavilion at LACMA bearing her name. Linda Resnick represents the landlords. She owns the water, the crops, and the marketing machine that sells nature back to us. In a digital world, she owns the physical resources, making her wealth undeniable and recession-proof. She is the quiet giant of Beverly Hills. Number 1. Jami Gertz, the billionaire next door. And finally, we arrive at number 1. The richest woman in Beverly Hills is a name that might surprise you, because you probably remember her from the 80s movie The Lost Boys or the sitcom Still Standing. It is Jami Gertz. Yes, the actress. But make no mistake, her acting checks are a rounding error in her bank account. Jami Gertz is sitting on a fortune estimated at over $8 billion. How? She is married to Tony Ressler, a giant in the world of finance. Ressler co-founded Apollo Global Management and later Ares Management, private equity firms that manage hundreds of billions of dollars. But Jami is not just a passive spouse. She is a partner in every sense. Together, they are the principal owners of the Atlanta Hawks NBA team. They have held stakes in major professional sports franchises. Their investment portfolio spans industries, continents, and asset classes. They live in the most exclusive enclave of the area, Beverly Park. Their home is a fortress of modern luxury, sitting on top of a ridge with views that stretch to the ocean. Beverly Park is technically a 90210 zip code, the highest peak of Beverly Hills wealth, where the lots are measured in acres, not square feet. What makes Jami Gertz the ultimate Beverly Hills queen is the stealth wealth factor. She is still a working actress when she wants to be. She shows up on red carpets, but she goes home to a fortune that dwarfs Oprah, Rihanna, and Taylor Swift combined. She and Tony are also massive philanthropists, consistently topping the lists of most generous celebrity donors. Jami Gertz proves that the biggest fortune in Hollywood doesn't belong to the biggest star. It belongs to the smartest investor. She played the game of fame, but she won the game of finance. From beauty empires and private equity plays to water rights, land holdings, and billion-dollar investment portfolios, these women prove that Beverly Hills wealth has evolved. This isn't about celebrity anymore. It's about ownership. They don't just live behind gates, They control the assets that make those gates valuable in the first place. And the most important shift isn't cultural, it's structural. Because when women stop being the face of wealth and become the architects of it, the power dynamics of an entire city change. If you want more deep dives into who truly controls the world's most exclusive cities, subscribe. We're just getting started.